Another accident involving a snow vehicle has taken the life of pro rally driver Ken Block, who died today in a snowmobile accident near his home in Utah. Block revolutionized action sports marketing and motorsports filmmaking after he co-founded the skateboard brand DC Shoes in 1984. After selling the company, Block transitioned into one of the most recognizable names in motorsports, becoming a 5-time X Games medalist in rallycross. Block was 55.
The launch of the kick-ass 2016 Ford Focus RS, Mr. Ken Block agreed to a 20-minute interview with me. What resulted was mad laughter, smackdowns, awkward moments, and a question about his massive balls. Here goes nothing.
So, thank you very much for taking a seat in the new Focus RS with me. And I'm hoping by the end of this that we're still going to be friends.
Oh boy.
Because
these aren't from you though, right?
They're not from me, exactly. They're from you guys.
So I can't hit you for that.
No. You can hit, well, you could hit me and then I can hit them. But that's not going to happen today. Right, Ken Block questions. I've got 23. Rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive?
I really truly enjoy rear-wheel drive, but I've raced almost my entire career in all-wheel drive, so it's just a preference for me from experience.
All-wheel drive it is.
Yeah.
What is Ken short for?
Kenneth.
Kenneth?
Mm-hmm.
Do your parents call you Kenneth?
When they're mad at me, yeah.
Can I call you Kenneth?
No.
Okay. What's your all-time favourite Gymkhana video?
It's really a toss-up between Gymkhana 5 and Gymkhana 7, but I think 5 wins at this point.
Yeah, cool. car would you recommend as a starter drift car?
I would just say Mustang, simple rear-wheel drive car.
Cool, Mustang it is. We're going to break for a quick game of rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Ken Block wins. How many sets of tyres do you get through for a Gymkhana video?
About 10 sets.
10 sets. Someone recently took a picture of you out in the wild. I've got a picture of you out in the wild.
Okay.
I'm going to reveal
Wild.
it to everyone first. There. So yeah. So this is you. I think this was in 2013, perhaps. And the question is, do you usually use a wheelbarrow for your massive balls?
There's no wheelbarrows involved in
There's
my
no
life.
wheelbarrow. Okay. Let's chuck that in the back. How many times do you scare yourself behind the wheel? Are you scared now?
If you're not scared, you're not going fast enough.
I'm going to live my life by that motto. I probably won't make it until tomorrow. If you had to live with one car forever, what would it be?
RS200.
That was easy.
It's my favorite car.
Expecting you to and ah, but that's cool. Now it's getting a bit serious. How do you like to grip your handbrake? Deep breaths.
Oh, I like to grip it.
Not
Not gingerly.
gingerly.
With force.
With force. Are you a tour de force of handbrake grippers?
I mean, if you're going to use it, you might as well really,
Really go hard.
make the decision and go with it.
Yeah. Don't mess around. If you've got a handbrake next to you, then just do it. What was your scariest crash?
I crashed in Portugal pretty bad once. The WRC event shakedown. That's really sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injuries?
I bruised my foot, but that was it. I mean, with age comes a cage. We're nice and
Nice.
safe in those
I like that.
awesomely made rally cars.
Bruised foot and bruised ego.
Yeah. Fully damaged ego.
And here's a question that I just want to remind you. These aren't my questions. Why do you
You
kick
picked to put it on the piece of paper, though.
that?
You're like, this is legit. Yes,
All right,
I will include this.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But they're not my questions, so it doesn't matter. Why do you kick ass in Gymkhana but suck at WRC?
Because WRC is not easy whatsoever. It's one thing to drive the car down the road. It's a whole other thing to write the notes and make them perfect over 3 days.
Do
of
you write the
racing.
notes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, me and the co-driver, you get 2 passes down each stage.
I thought a co-driver would just walk down and then he'd be like, "It's right, take a right, left," and then it's up to you.
I wish it was that easy.
it's cool to see that.
I grew up in a family with a dad that loved baseball, so I've been to hundreds of Dodgers games. I just had other interests. I didn't like team sports as much. So I really liked skateboarding and riding dirt bikes, and eventually got into snowboarding. To me, the creativity in those sports, everything from what you did on the snowboard to even the art and music and culture around them, just was much more appealing to me than a stick and ball sport. I genuinely appreciated like the technology and the design of not only the boots and the gear and the helmets, but even the really subtle things that even came from the industry, like sunglasses. And so as I got older, especially in high school, I got into classes where I could actually start creating things myself. I mean, I can remember just trying to use like paint pens on sweatshirts, but it just sucked. I had started, a small business to get, to make apparel for skateboarding, and had my business partner, Damon. I was in a graphics class at Palomar College. I sat next to Damon in an algebra class. We both just had similar interests in graphic arts to actual apparel design. We started with a small brand called 8Ball. We were just trying to make something that we thought kids that were in skateboarding consumers would like. We didn't know anything about trademark laws. We found out after a short time that, hey, somebody actually owned this trademark. Eventually we started DC because we saw the opportunity to make a better skateboard shoe, and we had two great pros, Danny Way and Colin McKay, along with Rob Dyrdek and Josh Kalis, that really took off. Over time, we just were able to really grow DC from something, quite small to, a very big worldwide sold brand. From nothing to, 150 million in sales when we sold it. That was just a success story for all the hard work that we put into it. Well, the first time I got in a race car, I absolutely loved it, and it was everything I dreamed about as a kid, driving for the first time. It was incredible, and I was like, oh, okay, when do I get back in the car next? I was hooked. It's just incredible to get into a high-powered, great-handling race car and race it down a road where somebody blocks off the beginning and end and just says, go as fast as you can from point A to point B, and here's these instructions as to what every corner is in every straightaway, and drive as flat out to these notes into the road that you possibly can. I raced in Rally America, which is a series that I paid as a privateer to go race. Ended up getting Rookie of the Year, and at the end of that year, I made the decision to keep racing. And then every year forward, I just kept getting better and better. Over time, I really went from being a guy that sat in an office every day doing work to being a guy that trained to try and be a champion.
What an unreal battle for position on the first lap, and they're fighting for the post-up. And he is pounding on the back bumper of Ken Block, and now he works his way past. Oh, and somehow four wide. Right.
Ken Block wins. Wait for the greens to go, and we're underway.
Ken Block wins in Charlotte.
And that was a signature slide. That was not a mistake in that final corner. He is all about the show.
Well, the story behind this wall is, like it says right here, to strive to win at any cost with zero mechanical sympathy or regard to one's well-being. The whole idea is to do the best that you can, to try and win. And sometimes, accidents happen, collisions happen in rallycross. For me to do this to a roof vent means I had to be on my roof. The ain't care part of it is like I care more about the goal than the piece of equipment. We celebrate this stuff. This is all about trying as hard as you can and not having mechanical sympathy, because sometimes mechanical sympathy can get in your way. This year we're really focusing. This is a big, very important year for me in my career. Switching over to the FIA World Rallycross Championship for me is a big step. I'm going to be racing a bigger field of guys, and you're racing under the biggest organization in the world for motorsports, the FIA. To be able to have, you know, an FIA World title would just be huge. This is a big mechanical extension of yourself that's all wrapped around you, that 650 horsepower, 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. I mean, it's incredible what this car can do. And it's something that I've loved since the first time I got into a race car, and it still has the same sort of draw on me today as it did years ago. That's what I was saying, I was shifting and ball. The feeling of the accomplishment, I mean, it's something that I have everywhere in my life, and racing is just one more extension of that. I mean, you know, when I do well at a race, even if I don't win, as long as I've performed well and done the best job that I can, I feel very good about that. I really like doing what I like to do.
All right, Ken, remember you're going to tension the chain by letting it coming off the clutch. Ride the clutch a little bit, and then we're going to go into it, okay?
What the Gymkhana series has been in the world of marketing and pop culture. It's something for me that takes what I love to do with a race car and puts it into sort of a marketing story that is really genuine, and then to have the success that we've had at this point, you know, 7 videos with over 350 million views, it's something that I'm very, very proud of. Have this awesome race car career that I really truly enjoy, but at the same time too, there's a big part of this that happens to be a very creative side and a very creative outlet for me. At a glance, the car is very simple, it's just black. That's actually a very, very bright, reflective, the right application of color or light, it really pops. every time that we do something, I say, I don't know how we're going to do better than this. We're all given the same opportunity basically to live in this world, and how do we take the talents that we have and go out and enjoy ourselves?
Okay, come on. Good? Okay, cross.
You know, I really believe in hard work. I believe in hard work, positivity, helping people, working hard yourself, that nobody's going to just give you anything. A lot of times you need to go out and find any and every avenue to try and be successful and never give up.
Oh. Come on, Billy. Yuki, come on. Come on, Billy. Yuki.
For me, it's always pushing that mindset of being creative and doing it in a positive way and doing it in a very fun way. For me, the simple legacy is I hope I just inspire other people in a positive way to really go out and live their dreams.